Speaking of which, were there times where you thought that the film was not going to be made, where it just was too daunting or too emotional for you, or finances got out of control? And what
Yeah,
happened?
so many times. You just taking odd jobs to try, as a filmmaker, it's
Sure.
like taking odd jobs, not understanding what the real process is. Why isn't someone coming out of the woodwork? All the phone starts ringing. It's just part of um, the process that I went through. And I'm kind of glad there was a couple times that I had to step away and the project didn't go anywhere. It was like a year. And I'm kind of glad it did, because I grew more, I think, as not only a person, but just really understanding that, I had to figure out a way to remake it and put it into a story format. And I put myself more into it. And I always try to keep away from that, because I was like, oh, I'm the filmmaker. I've got to do it for everyone else. And then I realized it wouldn't do anything without me. And so I put myself back into it as taking the drive away and giving it to the editor, letting go. But I was present to just say, I'm going to just keep the faith on that thing. And it came back even better. And it was a process that I'm glad it sat on the shelf for a while, because it helped me understand that it's going to be done. And it wasn't about the distribution. You come to all of these thoughts that you're just doing it as a filmmaker, as someone that wants to help other people.
So there was no real funding behind it. You said some of these groups would foot the bill for an airplane ticket or something, but it was really a piecemeal type of thing.
I put some, I created a structure with an LLC. I went to some family members, gave some blood.
Did some Robert Rodriguez.
Whatever, hey, I'll
testing,
do this if you do that.
Medical testing.
Yeah, I did whatever I could. I read that book too before I got into it. I thought it was great. I did whatever I could. I owed family. I didn't know family. I went to work. I sold a business that I had for a while, and I put everything in behind it. And I saved up enough money from my last job now to do the screenings, and here I am with you. So I felt like I couldn't give up on it, and I still feel that way. I still feel like, from talking to people out in the street yesterday, that it's just the labor of love that I have for it. And I have other film projects that I've been sitting on for like 5 years that I wrote, and people call, say, what happened to that script? Let's do that. That's an action drama. It's so fun. Let's come on. We'll get the actors. We'll do this. And I want to do that, but I haven't found a home for this film yet, and to get as much awareness as possible. And I think it's around the corner. I feel it, and it might go online for free or whatever it's going to do, but it will do something.
Or it could come an ongoing and with a transmedia angle to it, and other people adding their own stories. I'm sure there's been an emotional response that you've received even from the few screenings that you've done.
We have. We've got some positive reviews, and we got some negative reviews, and that's all good stuff, because people are talking and dialogue and what's right. And I was talking to a journalist who said she grew up in the feminist days, and then she explained all her part in divorce and all those things. And when she came out of the movie, she was like, it's a good piece of work. And that made me feel good. And, I think you said something like, there was a lot of emails that just kind of woke us up. People were telling us we couldn't go international with this project. Well, we got emails from Spain, from Germany, from Australia. When is this movie coming out? People that were supporting and donating $5 for a cup of coffee, just help. So